I need to tell you the truth about this current crypto market and where cryptos can be headed here in the immediate short term and in the next couple of months. So if you want to hear what is going to be happening, most likely to cryptocurrencies and what is happening right now behind the scenes, there's some very important information that I need to share with you. Stay and watch this video until the end. You cannot miss anything that I have for you in today's video. Now, if you love cryptocurrency content, please consider giving this video a thumbs up. It really helps to support the channel. And let me know in the comments below, do you think cryptocurrencies will have another big bullish run this year? I think they will. I personally think they will, and they probably could have more than just one. Let me know if you agree with that and think evenly with that in the comments below. And make sure you also subscribe and hit the notification bell when you do subscribe, so you will be notified when I make a video, because these videos are absolutely time sensitive and relevant to this very moment. So moving on and getting straight into the video. Surprisingly, cryptocurrencies are green again this Saturday. Last weekend, cryptocurrencies were green, but most weekends, cryptocurrencies have been quite volatile. They've been dumping, they've been crashing. But today we are experiencing a little bit of green, which is nothing to complain about. And some of the best gainers we have today is BNB, which is up 5.5%. Cardano, almost 6%. Solana is up. Dogecoin, Polkadot, we have Avalanche up almost 7%. A lot of altcoins do really well after big crashes. They recover very strongly. So if you're looking to trade cryptocurrencies, especially really small ones and are looking for quick, short gains, when cryptocurrencies crash hard and you start to see a recovery, some of these really strong altcoins tend to bounce up very hard and fast, where you can catch a couple of percent gains, which we do buy alerts in my Patreon. If you want to join that, it's only $10 a month. You can get access to these alerts. Be notified when to buy and sell, exit when these chances occur. But getting straight into the video, we've had an interesting week. Cryptocurrencies have tried to recover. They've crashed multiple times. Very interesting things. And yesterday, the cryptocurrency market crashed. And the reason for that was because the World Health Organization confirmed 80 cases of monkeypox with outbreaks in 11 countries. So there you have it. Monkeypox news. Very emotional news, of course, caused a crash in the stock market and the crypto market. That's why we saw a dip yesterday after such a bullish recovery the last couple of days prior. So that is what had happened. And that's why we saw a little bit of a red. That's why we saw a dip. But getting straight into the video, let me show you something. And this is very important if you hold any cryptocurrency, so continue to watch. You cannot miss this. So what we are seeing is a very interesting pattern that we see play out all the time. And we are seeing a triangle pattern play out, in a symmetrical triangle pattern, or you can even call it a bear flag. Now, when the previous trend, where there's a big drop prior to this flag forming, generally it means that this pattern is a continuation pattern of another dump to happen here soon. So just based on technical analysis and how these patterns usually play out, there usually is another big drop about to happen. There usually is another bearish move about to happen. So we could have another dump before we end up actually bouncing up and recovering and having some green strong momentum. That is certainly what the charts are indicating. That's just what the charts are indicating. Whether this happens or not, we don't know. Nobody knows if it's going to go up or down. Nobody. But what we do know is that based on the way Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies move inside of this pattern, which if they bounce up and come to this resistance level and break out, and then break out past the beginning of this pattern, that is generally an indication that of further bullish momentum and movement to continue. So this could actually be a bullish reversal pattern, which our current trend is a downtrend. We are in a downtrend, we are in a bearish trend, but there are patterns that play out which can go opposite ways of what we think, that end up starting a reversal, which means the change of the trend. So the overall trend is bearish now. We are going down. We're just trading sideways. We're consolidating, which happens, but there's a lot of fear and FUD out there. And let me show you this information. So continue to watch. It's very important. So we are now recovering from extreme fear. We have hit really, really low numbers in extreme fear, and the sentiment is starting to lift from fear, and we are lifting more into neutral to not as fearful territory, and that is a good sign of a bounce beginning to recover, a recovery starting to happen. And in addition to this, let me show you this. So if we actually zoom out on Bitcoin, the last several bull runs in the bull markets for Bitcoin formed these same exact patterns, and these are on the bigger time frames. These are in the 1 month time frame. So each and every one of these candlesticks represent a month period. And the chart that we were looking at was a 30-minute to 4-hour, like smaller time frames. But this is a 1 month chart. So each and every candlestick represents a 1 month period. And just based on the monthly, Bitcoin is forming this descending triangle pattern, which is a bullish continuation pattern. And it usually signals a really big bullish breakout to take place. So we are in a correction. We are in a bear market, meaning that we have crashed, we have gone down. But we are in the overall, if you zoom out, look at this. This is Bitcoin, the history of Bitcoin ever since it started. It just goes up. It has these dips, it has these crashes, right? But it continues to recover and to go up every single time, every several years. So we are just in the point of this bullish cycle overall, where cryptos are taking a break, a breather, and then they're going to be bouncing up here soon. So the people that stay in the cryptocurrency market, like the previous bull cycles, as there was fear and panic and people thought Bitcoin was going to go to zero, all these other cycles, that same cycle and opportunity is here. The people that get rewarded in the crypto market are the ones who have patience and do not panic because things are boring and not pumping every single day. So we are forming this ancient historical pattern that always ends up playing out to be bullish 100% of the time. And we are in that right now. If we zoom out, we can see this. But if we're zoomed in, we are just taking a look at the intricacies of our current day-to-day action and seeing how cryptos are moving. Where are they headed? So that's good news. In addition to this, let me show you this. So the Bitcoin miners are actually, the activity, the hash rate of Bitcoin miners is continuing to increase substantially. And when Bitcoin mining is going up, that also is a good signal that there's going to be some really bullish price action here soon. And it also is a sign that the cryptocurrency network, especially Bitcoin in this instance, is growing substantially. So even while the crypto market is down and crashing and people are selling and panicking, all the stuff that's happening behind the scenes is still very bullish. It's going up. We're growing. The amount of people that are joining the crypto space is growing substantially. The amount of people that are investing, creating wallets, getting involved is growing substantially. And that is a good indication of a healthy market, and that things will recover here soon in the future. But getting back into the charts, let me show you something even more important. So you must be careful during the weekends, during trading, investing in the weekends, because there's a lot of low volume. There's not a bunch of stuff happening in the crypto market. And that's when whales take advantage of people in the market. They can move and manipulate prices very fast and very hard. So be careful, because there can be drops, there can be crashes that happen very fast. Just be prepared for that and know that that can happen. But this coming Sunday night, when the futures markets open up, we're going to be seeing some more volatility come in. Then all throughout the night and that early morning, we're going to have a good indication. Of course, there's going to be a lot of volatility, because the volatility starts when the stock market and the futures market opens Sunday evening, Eastern time, 7 p.m. to be specific. And we're going to have a clear indication of where the crypto market is headed. So we're going to have to see how the stock market and everything is going to be digesting this monkeypox news, inflation, interest rates. The interest rates and inflation is really what has been pushing stocks down, and which has also been pushing at the same time cryptos down. So the markets are starting to digest that information more now, that old news to a degree, and it's only temporary news. So once the stock market, which takes time to recover, digest the raising of interest rates, inflation, all of these crazy things that are happening in the economy, once the market can fully digest that information, that's when the crypto market and the stock market can bounce up and recover. So we're not too far from that. Now, May always tends to be a bearish month, as I've been talking about on this channel for a year. There's an old saying in the stock market, which actually historically is very accurate, and it says, "In May, stay away." So do expect a lot of volatility, but also in the next couple of weeks, maybe a month, maybe for the next 2 months, cryptos could trade sideways, which is really good for a lot of us traders, which is very good for us people in the Patreon, where we can buy and sell in and out based off these support and resistance levels, because we just bounce up and down, up and down, up and down. And it's super easy if you see these key levels, these key resistance levels, that cryptos always continue to bounce off of it. Look at this, here, here, here. And they respect these patterns. It's very easy to trade in this market. And if you want to learn technical analysis, so you can learn yourself when to buy, when to sell, when to exit, when there's going to be a breakout. Go ahead and watch my course at MYLESGinvestments.com. It is 60% off right now before I raise the prices. Highly recommend it. It will certainly help you in the crypto market to get a huge, big step ahead of most people in this market. Highly recommend it. And if you want to get access to these trade alerts, join the Patreon. You can even copy all of my exact trades. And we have a new whale Telegram where we have everyone in tier 3 and above. You get access to joining the special Telegram where you can message and talk to me all day long, where I'm constantly putting updates out. And even for tiers 1 and above, also putting constant market updates out and everything else. So highly recommend it. Definitely check out the links in my video description. But that's going to be it for today's video. Just remain calm. Cryptos will recover. They will bounce back up as they always continue to do. Don't worry. I will see you all later. You have a great night.